Company of Heroes 3 is a strategy game featuring 4 distinct factions, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Today, we're going to be focusing on a definite strength of the Wehrmacht. Now, if you listened to my recent video in regards to the rankings, I listed Wehrmacht as number 3, but a new, very broken strategy has emerged. With me here today to discuss that is a very good friend of mine, an expert when it comes to Jonny. You want to say hi, Jonny?
Hello.
He and I will be diving into Company of Heroes 3, specifically this Wehrmacht Luftwaffe Open. I'm just going to say this now. This is probably going to be nerfed sooner rather than later. But until it is, enjoy wrecking everyone because this is really busted. And all that you got to do, literally, is click the Luftwaffe Battlegroup, then select the Fallschirm Pioneer. Select and call in a Fallschirm Pioneer, drop it on a critical point towards the middle of the map while you prioritize the capping of connecting points with your engineer. Then you call in a second Fallschirm Pioneer, and then quickly build a 20mm flak gun near this critical point towards the center. Now you're probably asking, well, won't the enemy destroy this? And Jonny, could you please explain why this is broken to the extent that it is, and the crux of building a 20mm so quickly in this game?
Well, like Company of Heroes 2, which has both an HP bar for the crew and an HP bar for the emplacement itself. Company of Heroes 3's emplacements do not have separate HP bars. When the crew of a Company of Heroes 3 emplacement dies, the main gun itself does not take any damage and is left at full health, meaning that you can functionally keep one alive forever, constantly recrewing it over and over and over again, and it will take no damage no matter how many AT shots it takes. It is functionally immortal.
Yes, so to ensure this stays functionally immortal, you would want to prioritize the upgrade to the Tier 3 building, which should unlock the Pack 40 as well as a medical truck. Now, the reason why you want to get the medical truck out really quick is primarily the only way for the enemy to kill this thing is mortars. It'll take an extra second, but if you can get the medical truck, the recrew option on it will allow you to basically resuscitate this thing, like Jonny mentioned, and bring it back from the dead in a constant cycle. So let's say if AT guns and mortars knock it out, you just recruit for 50 manpower, and it's back. And you can continue to do this, and the enemy can't do anything against it. So after you acquire a pack or 2, then upgrade to get the Nebelwerfers by going the support doctrine. Once you do that, you can get 1 or 2 Nebelwerfers. Essentially, you can get the Flak 88. It is the next command point. It's worth 3 command points, but it's at the bottom on the right-hand side. But once you get that Flak 88 down, it's the same process all over again. Correct, Jonny?
Yep. The only way to deal with these types of things is having a late game strike, such as the U.S. Airborne's B-25 strike. However, that's a late game, and how quickly you can get these emplacements up is the main problem for the enemy. Joy for you. You can just sit back and relax.
Yeah, the main focus when I had playing this upgrade, right, is the fact that, 1, you can upgrade your Fallschirm Pioneers to have the grenade launchers, which, unlike the grenade launchers of the previous game, where Pioneers, you'd get the anti-tank launcher and you become less effective against infantry, these things are actually fantastic. They're more equivalent to the pipe grenades that the American Rear Echelon received in Company of Heroes 2. They're good against infantry, they can really do a lot of damage, and by upgrading your, what should be 3 mainline Fallschirm Pioneers with these upgrades, will basically turn them into a kill squad. Even though they are weaker primarily than, let's say, the British with their DPS, the fact that you have a 20mm gun that is nigh invulnerable pretty much ensures that you're not going to lose infantry, you can walk them back and heal at the point, and you can control very important points like fuel or stars without really any worry whatsoever. The Nebelwerfers can hit blobs if they do come at you, and then again, getting 2 packs can really shut down the armor advantage that the enemy might try to use against you, but again, if you shut down a lot of this, imagine if your entire team does this and they shut down most fuel points, the enemy is just not going to get the fuel that they need to knock you out.
The main thing it will do is it'll force them to either go somewhere else or take incredible bleed, because even if you smoke you can't smoke it because it will ground fire through the smoke, you can't kill it because it'll just recrew in your face. If you want to try to get a mortar spam to try to kill it fast, or a T-gun spam, you'll get a Nebelwerfer with some fire thrown at you. There's a lot of ways to deal with it, and you can't rush it with infantry either because it causes suppression, and the Fallschirm Pioneer grenade launchers shoot impact-fused grenades on a flat trajectory, meaning there is no time to react to them once they are fired.
Yeah, in every way, shape, or form, this is broken. And I will probably be updating my meta reports very quickly, because the main point of the Wehrmacht being where it was in third place was that it was a strong faction, but nothing was necessarily broken. Well, a day after I released that, something broken was indeed found, and this is it. So if you want to use it until Relic, hopefully, please Relic, nerf this. Like, until they do nerf this, go ahead. The main reason why I am highlighting this strategy at the moment is so that, well, Relic can nerf it. And please, Relic, do nerf this thing.
Oh, by the way, did I mention that the Stuka strafes kill both tanks and infantry incredibly quickly?
Yeah, that's another thing, because you're not going to be using a lot of munitions in this. So if you do somehow, like, screw up, you make it to the late game, you have a very, very potent loiter that can murder most infantry unless the enemy is, like, moving at the speed of light. Like, this will
also
just...
nuke tanks.
Yeah.
It nukes tanks to oblivion. They're gone.
Even, like, the Churchill. Like, even the heaviest of heaviest armor will just be shredded to pieces against this battle group. So, yeah, Luftwaffe battle group. It is busted. It is certified busted. Until Relic fixes the health immunity of the building itself to the health bar of the emplacement, this will continue to be broken in the meta in a 3v3, 4v4 setting, or even in a 1v1 setting. I can't imagine this thing not being great in, like, in all maps, you know?
Yeah, there's no situation where slapping down a fat emplacement that can cover a huge area is a bad thing. It just, if the enemy doesn't want to deal with it, it denies them that area, and it's not a heavy investment, which is the unfortunate thing. For what it does, it's very cheap.
Yeah, with only 25 fuel and I believe 300 manpower, or like close to it, it's super cheap. And that is the Wehrmacht Luftwaffe battle group. Enjoy the build order that we have listed. I hope it wins you many games, because this will probably not be out long. Until the next How to Open video, I am Greyshot151, accompanied with a Jonny, and we'll see you all next time. Until then, catch y'all later.
See ya.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot151, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tony B 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.